Sometimes you might be given equations where you have an x squared and a constant. So we normally call these quadratics. X squared is equals to a constant, okay? Or sometimes it's just x squared plus a constant. These are also a family of quadratic equations, but they have a different way in terms of how you can solve them. So in these equations, you must know two things. We have what we call the difference of two squares. This should come in handy when you are solving these equations. Okay? Right. So now let's look at an equation with something like x squared is equals to 36. Right? So the first method is to apply the difference of two squares and factorize. And let's say this is method 1. Okay? Right. How do we do this? We proceed by taking the 32 to the other side. And if you remember the difference of two squares, then it means we can factorize this expression and it will give us a x plus 6 and x minus 6 is equals to 0. Then therefore, you can proceed and say this is x minus 6 equals 0, or x plus 6 equals 0. And then this should give you your two beautiful answers. Since we're taking this one to the other side, this should give you a positive 6 or x equals to negative 6. These are your answers. Now, if we were to use method 2, right, I'll just put it there, method 2, right, since you have got an x squared and the job is to remove that squared. If you remember the indices or exponents, we had laws where we can multiply both sides by a half. Some, they say we just square root, but I tend to teach the whole concept because sometimes you might be caught unaware. So we multiply by half because it is an inverse of 2. So this 2 can divide there, it gives you x. And then this gives you 36 to the power half. Remember, this is where it gets a bit trickier. So what we do, this is like a 36, okay? It's like a square root because a half represents a square root according to the laws of exponents, right? And also remember, take note, whenever you're in equations and if you apply a square root, you have got two solutions, because in this square root you are looking for two numbers that can give you 36, of which minus 6 times minus 6 is also 36. But someone may be caught unaware and just give us one answer. So this is going to be minus 6 or x equals to positive 6. Okay, so this is how you find an equation and solve it. Okay, so now let's say you have got different numbers. Like in number, we can attempt number 2. Okay, let me just erase here. Okay, right. Let's say we've got a question where you are given 3x squared is equals to 48. How do you proceed? You just divide. You can just divide here by 3 because it's allowed. And this should give you a 1 there, and then this should give you x. And this one should give you 1, 9. Okay, this is 9. Oh, this can be 9. 3 into 4, that's 1 remainder. 1, and 3 into 18, that should be 16. Oh, the maths is not medicine sometimes. Okay, so that should give you 16. Okay, right. How do we proceed? We proceed by applying the square root or choose any method. It can work for you, right? So this can give you negative 16 is equals to 0. And when you factorize, this should give you 4. And x plus 4 is equals to 0. Then this should give you x equals to positive 4, right? Or x equals to minus 4. Right. That's how you can solve these equations. You can do the remaining questions and leave your answers in the comments below. That's it from me. Please remember to subscribe and like the video.